Cleopatra, the queen who conquered empires with beauty and power. Imagine this, a woman in a world dominated by men. She's not just beautiful, but intelligent, charismatic, and ruthless. With a single glance, she brings the most powerful men of Rome to their knees, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. She saves her kingdom from ruin and becomes a legend. But was Cleopatra really the ultimate seductress, or was there much more to her? Welcome to this video about Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt. Stick around, because her story is more epic than any Hollywood movie. Cleopatra VII was born around 69 BC in Alexandria, in a Greek origin dynasty, the Ptolemies, who had ruled Egypt since Alexander the Great. She wasn't just a princess, she was a highly educated woman. She spoke 9 languages, including Egyptian, something her predecessors never did, and studied philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy. What did she change? Cleopatra revolutionized Egyptian politics and culture. Unlike her predecessors, she strongly identified with Egyptian traditions. She built temples, like the one in Dendera, and portrayed herself as the incarnation of the goddess Isis. She reformed the economy. Through clever trade agreements and tax reforms, she made Egypt one of the richest realms of antiquity. Grain from the Nile Valley fed Rome, and she used that to gain political influence. Her rule marked the end of the Hellenistic era and the transition to Roman dominance, but she fought to the end for Egypt's independence. Cleopatra's achievements are legendary. At 18, she became co-regent with her brother Ptolemy the Saint, but a civil war broke out. She fled, returned with Julius Caesar's help, and won. Caesar installed her as sole ruler, a milestone. She bore him a son, Caesarion, and thus secured Egypt's alliance with Rome. After Caesar's death, she allied with Mark Antony. Together they divided the Roman Empire. She regained Cyprus, parts of Syria, and Lebanon, territories Egypt had lost. She built a powerful fleet and financed Antony's wars, her greatest accomplishment. She kept Egypt independent for 21 years despite the Roman threat. Cleopatra wasn't just a queen. She was a diplomat who shaped empires through alliances. Now, to the myth of her beauty, was Cleopatra the ultimate seductress? Historical sources describe her not as breathtakingly beautiful, but as charismatic and intelligent. Plutarch wrote, "Her beauty was not incomparable, but her charm and intelligence made her irresistible. She conquered men like Caesar and Antony, not just with looks, but with wit, education, and strategy. She rolled herself in a carpet to meet Caesar, a brilliant move. Her beauty was a weapon. She used it to forge alliances and disarm enemies. In a patriarchal world, she conquered empires through female power. Cleopatra's power was absolute and clever. She ruled as pharaoh, had herself worshipped as a goddess, and controlled the military. She eliminated rivals, even siblings, to secure her position. Her army and fleet were strong thanks to Roman support. What did she conquer? Less militarily, more diplomatically. Through Caesar, she regained Cyprus and Cilicia. With Antony, she conquered areas in Armenia, Media, and Parthia, at least nominally. In the Battle of Actium in 31 BC, she lost to Octavian, the later Augustus. Egypt fell to Rome, but her conquests were alliances that temporarily strengthened Egypt. Cleopatra was more than a beauty. She was a visionary who changed history. Her legacy? She inspired art, films, and women worldwide. From Shakespeare to Netflix, she remains unforgettable. What do you think? Was she a heroine or a manipulator? Write in the comments. Subscribe for more ancient history stories. Like and share. See you in the next video. Bye!